Hello, John Neal here. It's Saturday the 28th of January 2023 and I'm going to make some soup. But first we've got to dress for the part. It's better. And the first thing I need is a fork and a bucket. Fork to dig up some parsnips and a bucket to put them in. Let's go. Yes, this is a different video on the gardening theme this time, although I'm not doing much gardening at the moment because it's winter time and the ground's usually too wet to walk on, but I can do a bit of tidying up, I must admit. But one thing I can do is to dig up and some of the vegetables I've got, in particular the parsnips. Well, this is only a tiny vegetable plot, but I've got a few things in here. One, I've got some at least three asparagus plants, which this year I can finally crop. So about April-May time, when they produce the first young shoots, I'll crop some of those. Got some more over there as well. So I've got 5 plants in altogether. That'll be great. Back here I've got a cherry tree, which hasn't been too successful so far, and I did have some beetroot in over there. But it's the parsnips we're after first. So look at that, baby. That's what we want. Let me outline the plan. I'm going to dig up some parsnips which are been grown in the garden, and this is the best time of year to bring them out, and that is after a few frosts. They apparently taste better. Take them into the kitchen with some other vegetables and make a vegetable soup. And there's nothing better than a vegetable soup in the winter time in this sort of country where it's cold and wet and horrible. Yeah, it'll be great. This is just loosen all the dirt on, and this is the best bit. Look at that. That's what I call a nice parsnip. Well, there you have it, some partially cleaned, beautiful parsnips, and they look absolutely super. But how the camera can lie, because that one's all right, but look at this. But the fact that it's like that doesn't matter. Still clean it up and get quite a lot of parsnip out of that one. But put it that way, it looks very nice. Well, I'm not sure whether this is a gardening or a cooking video, but get all these prepared. I can now take these in the house because they're reasonably clean. I've just got to prepare these. So give them a final clean, cut the tops and bottom off, and get them peeled. And then we'll be ready to chop them up and put them with some other vegetables and cook them for about half an hour and then blitz them. Well, before I go much further, sorry about being a bit echoey in here, but let me talk about slow food and fast food. This isn't really fast food. I mean, burgers you can buy from the place down the road is fast food. But if you want soup, you can just go to the supermarket and buy it, open it, eat it. Job done. But I'm going to make my own, and this is a slow process. As I say, I planted these seeds last April, and this is the culmination of that process of growing them in the garden, for the parsnip at least. I can get some other vegetables from one of my dear friends in the Nuneaton market where I've been this morning, where they've got a range of vegetables, all grown locally. So that's another great source of other bits and pieces if you haven't got all the ones you want. But most of this is going to be parsnip, which is great, and I've grown it myself. Now this slow process, it's not that slow actually. I've just got to peel these, take a couple of minutes, chop them up, put them in a pan and boil them for about half an hour. And once you've done that, I've got a hand blitzer, which is really good, and just blitz them and make them into a soup. Easy as that. But it's a process, and it's nice to take your time over it, and rather than just rush straight into these things, and do them quickly. So fast food versus slow food. Carl Honore is the guy. Very interesting indeed. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Well, there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed it. It was delicious. I suppose you could call it gardening. Yeah, if you're going to grow produce, you've got to bring it in the house and enjoy it. And one way is to make soup with the parsnip. There's other things you can do with parsnip, of course, but that was very, very successful. Really enjoyed that. John, you're saying, where's your bike? Well, it's out the back. I've been out on it this morning. Been fantastic. Went down to Nuneaton town centre to look at the market and have a chat with one or two friends there. So that worked very well indeed. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and you'll see me next time. Okay, bye-bye.